Lovington has it on the other end. A three-point shot to rebuttal is no good. They get it into Schaus. Schaus tries to pass it off, but Bros gets the steal. So Cavegirls with an opportunity to take back that lead. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Bros over to Zumbrun. Zumbrun at the deep three-point look, but she doesn't take it. They're looking to get the ball in to Gonzalez. They do. They skip it out to Abby Dugan. The three-point shot's good. Back-to-back threes for the for the Cavegirls. Between Bros and Dugan, we talked about their chemistry. What about their back-to-back threes? Pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Schaus got the rebound, puts it up, no good. Another rebound opportunity. She got it up, and she got it to go. So Schaus is a pretty solid player, listed as a junior. She'll be a problem next year as well. 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. Zumbrun skipped it over to Bros in the corner. Jasmine Gonzalez gets it, passes it back out to Bros, and Carlsbad just taking their time to find a shot.
Yeah, I feel like drive and dish in this situation. You draw the big girl, and then you pass it off. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can think
right.
of if you want to go inside, because she's a tough, got long arms.
She does. Dugan gets a shot up from the free throw line from the elbow, and it doesn't go. Carlsbad got the rebound, tried to put it back up. It's blocked, and it went out of bounds. So it's going to be Carlsbad ball, but Carlsbad takes a timeout here. A well-used timeout, Ruben, I would say, because with 1:55 seconds, tie ball game, 10-10, this is really the time to use it. We're going to be right back, folks, here in just a moment. This one brought to you by Energy Pros and Easy Rentals. Put it on.
I'm on Facebook. Go to.
How do I do it on the ASB YouTube?
Do you have your
is there a
RTM
way?
code or whatever?
What is it called?
The RSTMP code.
5,
I don't know.
4,
I'll have to see.
3,
Can I have your phone?
2, 1, and you're live.
All right, guys, we're back here with 1:55, and Cavegirls have it under their own basket. And Zumbrun's going to pass it in. Zumbrun gets it in. This one to Thalia Payanis. On the court for the Cavegirls is Zumbrun, Payanis, Klusner, Bros, and Dugan. So Bros has it. Gets it back over to Zumbrun. We know the Cavegirls will take the three-point shot, but they are getting smothered at the three-point line for the most part, so hard for them to get those shots off. 1:29. Ball's taken by Lovington. Three-point shot on the other side, no good. And Zumbrun comes up with the rebound. Zumbrun comes up the other way. Up at the top of the key. It sounded like a buzzer.
Yeah, is it from the other gym?
It must have been from the other gym. It was pretty clear here.
I think it's the boys JV playing in the other gym.
All right, guys,
So
we're back here with 1:55. A minute and seconds remain here. And someone's going to pass it in. All right, so sorry, a little bit of confusion there. Lovington's going to have it. They're going to get it over to number 14, Ashlyn Barunda. 58 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. Three-point shot from Lovington, no good, but they get their offensive rebound. Lovington has an opportunity to go into the second quarter with the lead, and it looks like there's going to be a foul call here on number 11, Thalia Payanis. 47 seconds. Lovington's going to have it on their own side. The court for the Cavegirls is Zumbrun, Payanis, Klusner, Bros, and Dugan. 44 seconds. Lovington going to try and get this one. And they don't have Schaus in the game, but they try to feed it down into the paint. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Cavegirls' ball. So Cavegirls are going to have this one with 35 seconds, and they're going to try and go and get the last shot possibly. Regardless, they want to go into the second quarter with the lead, right, Ruben?
For sure. Yeah, that's definitely what your goal is. So
Pi-
that probably wait for the open shot for sure. But I would work in the post now without the 6'6" girl in there.
20 seconds. Bros tried to get it into the paint, but it's taken away on her drive, and Lovington takes it the other way and gets the score. That's number 5, Aubrey Aranda. All right, so number 2, Bros tried to feed it into Brown, and it gets knocked out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. 12-10, Lovington leads here after the first quarter. Come on down, folks, to the Cave here to support the Cavemen and Cave Girls on tonight's double feature. We're going to be right back here after a few messages from our sponsors. This one brought to you by Keystone Pipeline, Intrepid Potash, and Imperative Chemical. All right, Ruben, after one complete quarter, Cave Girls down by 2. The big difficulty for the Cave Girls has been Barunda and Schaus. I mean, those have been their two big ones.
Instead of the big 3, they got the big 2.
They do. They do. And it looked like Aranda actually tried to pass it into Schaus there, but it goes right between her hands and it goes out of bounds. A big break for the Cave Girls. Cave Girls can fight back and get a tie ball game here to start off the second quarter. So a pretty tight game here.
Yeah,
between
and actually,
the two.
I'm kind of surprised because did you see the score of the JV game? It was like 50-3 or something
right,
like that.
exactly. So the Cave Girls demolished the Lady Cats at the JV level. Sometimes that doesn't matter, but it sometimes does translate into kind of almost like a
the
foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Right, and in this case, it definitely wasn't, at least so far. It's going to be a really tight game throughout. 7 minutes, 25 seconds. Neither team really fouled very much in the first quarter either, so we're not looking at like foul trouble for the most part, right, Ruben?
No. So far, what do we have, 2 fouls? Yeah, it's not very much.
Yeah. So 7 minutes, 10 seconds. Abby Dugan has it at the perimeter. Get it over to Bros. Bros tries to pass it off, but it's stolen. And on the fast break, stolen back by Abby Dugan. She's trying to rush things over. 5-on-4. Garcia almost took the three-point shot. She gets it over to Dugan in the corner. The three-point shot is good. Her second three-point shot made. I think it's her second attempt as well. So 2 for 2 for Abby Dugan. A solid shooting percentage.
She just made it look easy right there.
Not only is it solid, it's perfect, Ruben. So Lovington gets a shot off, doesn't go. Cave Girls get the rebound. Nice ball movement from the Cave Girls. Garcia to Dugan, and she caught Brown on her way to the basket. Brown finished at the rim nicely.
Oh, dang.
Three-point shot there by number 5, Aubrey Aranda.
No, that was 14.
Oh, that was
Barunda.
Okay.
Yeah, she made it from the three-point line with the glass.
So Barunda is their top scorer so far. As a matter of fact, there's only 2 girls that have scored for Lovington tonight. Schaus ends up with the rebound. Brown had an open look at the basket there. It doesn't go. Schaus picks it up. 5 minutes, 55 seconds. And Lovington, the second chance opportunity doesn't go from Schaus. The original runner, floater, was from Barunda. So 5 minutes, 37 seconds. Gonzalez has it. She skips it over to the other side on the right side to Garcia. Garcia into Dugan. Dugan takes a shot at the elbow, doesn't go. And Lovington tries to get it going on the fast break on the other side, but their fast break passes have not been very efficient tonight so far.
Yeah, I feel like they're throwing a little far ahead or a little bit, they're not fast enough, one of the two.
Okay, so Garcia over to Bros. Bros back to Garcia. Carlsbad, it feels like they really, really want three-point shots, and they just aren't finding those shots. But we've gotten a lot of really good looks from Abby Dugan up close range. We got a Garcia three-point shot. That doesn't go. 5 minutes on the clock. Wildcats in the fast break. This time the pass is a good one, and Carly Knapp finishes it with the layup. So 17-15, the Wildcats lead. Abby Dugan said, let me have that one back. The three-point shot is no good. And Lovington gets the rebound. Almost stolen away from Bros. And it goes out of bounds. So it's going to be Lovington ball.
I feel like Barundo's doing everything, but a little help from Abigail Schaus down in the post, keeping them honest.
Exactly. Outside of those two, there's been 4 total points scored through the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Only starters have scored for Lovington, of course, with only 9 players. That's typically kind of the case. 4 minutes, 17 seconds, and a nice drive there from number 12, Malia Castro, as she gets fouled on her way up. So she's going to get a trip to the line to shoot 2. 4 minutes, 17 seconds, Ruben. It's hard to really get a grasp on how close these games are going to be. We're typically used to seeing Lovington as a smaller school and a weaker team in typical days, but tonight they look pretty strong.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, like I said, with 2 players, you would think, okay, we should be able to make adjustments at the half and work that out, but at 6'6", that's tough. You don't see 6'6" at the girls' level.
No, you really don't. You really don't. Can we recruit her to Carlsbad? 5 minutes, 10 seconds. Macy Garcia on the other end with a three-point shot, and that one goes. So Garcia with her first points of the game in a three-point shot. Cavegirls have 4 three-pointers made, generating 12 of their 18 total points. Crazy enough. 18-18. Lovington thought about the three-point shot, didn't decide to take it. Abby Dugan gets it on a pass right to her and takes it the other way. Bros gets it over to Garcia, back to Bros, over to Garcia. She thought the three-point shot. She looked at it. Dugan has it, smothered by 3 defenders. She dribbles out. Bounce pass into Medrano, and Medrano throws it out of bounds. 3 minutes, 25 seconds.
I'm scratching my head thinking, why do they have Medrano in the post against the 6'6" girl? But maybe it's just to draw attention away so Abby can have that mid-range shot.
Sure.
That's the only thing I'm thinking.
So 3 minutes, 20 seconds. 18-18. Lovington with a three-point shot from the corner, no good from Barunda. She's got a good shot too. Doing quite a bit tonight for the Lady Cats. And Carlsbad has it the other way. Abby Dugan with another three-point shot. This one comes up short. Gets it to a nice offensive rebound from Hayden Bros. Schaus, I will say, like we said, 6'6", she's got some endurance. She's been able to stay in there much of the game. I think she maybe sat out a minute of the last part of the first quarter. Here's a three-point shot from Jasmine Gonzalez. That one goes. A Jasmine Gonzalez three-point shot. And those are her first points of the game. 21-18, Cavegirls lead. And Lovington fed it into Schaus. She threw it down. And it's knocked out of bounds by her teammate fighting for the ball against Medrano.
I feel like if I'm the coach, I'm saying, you get it in high, just turn and shoot. Yeah.
Just pivot.
Because they're going to foul you or you're going to make the shot because you're in close enough. But it's tough. It's tough to, for her, she doesn't want to be like she's forcing it. But I think that's the move for her.
100%. So Cavegirls on the other end. Garcia with another three-point shot. This one doesn't go, and it is going to be a foul on the corner 3 for Garcia. So she's going to get to the line to shoot 3 here. A rarity.
Yeah.
Typically at any high school level, girls or boys. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. And Garcia is going to try and put this one from 21 to 24 and get that 6-point lead. The first free throw is no good, though. All right. 2 minutes, 15 seconds after these free throw attempts. The second free throw, no good. But you get 3 shots, so we'll see if the third one is good for Garcia. And the third one, no good for Garcia. 0 for 3 from the free throw line. And Bros, aggressive, gets in there and tips the ball away from Lovington as they tried to bring the ball back the other way. 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Lovington gets it into Schaus. Schaus
Ooh, that's a foul.
looked like she was fouled by Brown, but there's a no call on that one. Schaus gets the offensive rebound after a Jay Rios attempt in close range. Carlsbad, I think, gets away with, could have been a travel, no?
I don't know if
Did it
it's a
seem
travel,
like it?
but she, that's
Yeah.
like a,
It would have been a nice finish, though, for Dugan, and it just rolls out. 1:45. Regardless, I keep seeing a lot of, like, fouls or calls that I feel like would for sure be called typically, and referees are just like, hey, we got a long night. We're going to go ahead and let some things fly.
We got to do 2 games, so we're
Yeah.
we're just going to kind of let it go.
If we can shave, 30 seconds off each quarter typically,
Heck
we'll be
yeah.
all right. 1:30. Zumbran over to Dugan. Dugan skips it to Bros. Bros back to Zumbran. Dugan with a 3-point shot. This one goes. Dugan having a night from the 3-point line. 3 threes. I think she's 3 for 5 from the 3-point line. And that's going to be her 11th point of the game. 11 of the 24 the Cave Girls have generated here in the first half. Lovington passing it around. The 3-point shot just bounces out, but Lovington gets the long rebound and throws it away, gets it to Dugan. Dugan, as she goes to steal it, Lovington gets it right back. So a back and forth here, but Lovington has it. Bros defending against Castro. Castro gets it over to Barunda. Barunda with the floater, it doesn't go. 40 seconds, a nice rebound by Klusner. Gets it over to Dugan. Dugan bringing it down. Dugan to Zumbran. Bros. Back to Zumbran, over to Dugan. Dugan skips it
good
into
pass.
Rebecca Brown. She gets it to Zumbran. This 3-point shot no good. And Dugan gets the offensive rebound. So Carlsbad can reset. They'll get another shot here. They get it out to Bros. The 3-point shot is no good. A little long. 10 seconds. Lovington trying to be crafty with it. The bounce pass from Aranda was way ahead of her teammate, and it went out of bounds.
She about took the referee's legs out.
Exactly. So Lovington made a substitution there, maybe a defensive substitution. 8 seconds on the clock, 5 seconds on the clock, I'm sorry. Dugan kicks it out to Bros. 3-point shot for the buzzer beater, no good. So 24-18 going into the half for the Cave Girls as the Cave Girls lead. So they went into the second quarter down by 2. They come out of the second quarter up by 6. A good quarter for the Cave Girls, a definite win. Cavemen come out to practice a little bit with brand new kicks right now. It looks like they've got some brand new cut GT, I think it's GT cut 3s is what they had last year. Looks like they brought them out in new form this year with neon green. We'll be right back, folks, here in just a moment. We got some time on the for halftime. We'll be right back after some words from our sponsors. This one brought to you by 4 Elements, Artesia General Hospital, and AR Foreman. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Cave. Cave Girls winning 24-18 against the Lovington Lady Cats. And Hayden Bros getting ready to toss it into Abby Dugan. Cave Girls going back with their starters with Dugan, Bros, Garcia, Brown, and Gonzalez. And Lovington immediately being aggressive defensively, but Cave Girls trying to counter that by getting the ball in quicker. And it almost worked, but Gonzalez was blocked immediately at the rim, but it went out of bounds, and it's going to be Cave Girl ball into their own basket. Cave Girl's going to try and get their biggest lead of the night extended here. They're up by 6. They were down by 2 going into the second quarter. If you're just joining us, it's a good game to follow along with for sure. Garcia over to Bros. Bros to Dugan. Dugan to Brown. Over to Garcia, and they're just continuing to pass it around outside the three-point line. 7 minutes, 20 seconds. So just getting into the third quarter. What's that?
You think they're waiting for the last shot?
I think so. I think they're just trying to run the clock here. They're essentially kneeling here in the third quarter for like in football. And Brown got a free throw shot off. It doesn't go, but Dugan got the rebound and the putback. And Dugan at a good pace right now for a solid game. 13 points here so far in tonight's matchup. 13 of 26. So half the points tonight from the Cave Girls have come from Abby Dugan. No surprise, she just got her 1,000th point just last week. So she has had herself a good couple of weeks for Cave Girl basketball, no doubt about it.
Career.
Exactly. So Gonzalez with the behind the back toss up under the basket. It doesn't go, and Lovington comes up with the rebound. So they're going to have it going the other way. 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Cave Girls lead 26-18. The 8-point lead is the biggest they've had tonight. They're going to try and continue to build on that, because you just never know. We saw Lovington score in bunches in the first quarter at least, and we know they're capable of it. They've got a couple of good scorers. Here's a three-point shot from Lovington, and Schaus is fouled, or at least they're going to call a foul.
Fouled or flopped, one of the two, but she went down hard, slid on the floor the whole 9 yards.
So that's going to be on number 52, Rebecca Brown. That's going to be her third foul. So now we talked about it after the first quarter. Hey, nobody's really getting into too much foul trouble. Now Rebecca Brown with her third. You only get 5 in a game, so she's got 2 more to burn, and she is on the bench now. She's going to try and be able to stay in the game as much as possible, so they pull her out.
I feel like they're playing like a zone against the Cave Girls, except for Bros is guarding she's guarding number 12, which I would think she would guard number 14.
Exactly.
Which is
their biggest threat.
Yeah.
So Klusner has it. She gets it over to Garcia, and Cave Girls start their passing patterns. 5 minutes, 53 seconds on the clock. Bros back over to Garcia. Garcia to Bros. Bros. Garcia looking for that three-point shot. She doesn't have anything open. She feeds it into Klusner, back out to her, and then tried to feed it into Gonzalez, but it was tipped away. So from what I've been able to tell and kind of watch throughout this game is that Schaus really isn't in a position to make good plays defensively. They aren't putting her there. She's not being told to be put there. But, guys, we're going to take a quick break. Got a minute timeout. Desert Hills Electric and Devon Energy sponsor this break. 5 minutes, 41 seconds as the Cave Girls inbounds the ball off the timeout. And they run a play to get it into Klusner. Klusner backs in on the 6'6" Schaus and passes it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez misses it. Klusner gets the rebound, but it's tied up, and it's going to be Lovington ball. So pretty good little play there that they ran. And I like that Klusner backed in her defender, but it just didn't translate into points on that possession. Lovington moving the ball around well. A long two-pointer for Lovington is not going to go. Gonzalez came up with the rebound. She gets it over to Dugan. Dugan to Garcia. And the pass attempt to Bros is knocked away. Lovington has it. And she's going, number 12, Malia Castro went up for the layup, and she's fouled by Bros. So she's going to get to the line to shoot two. But Ruben, we talked about it. Bros has been really sticking with number 12, Castro, on defense. On that fast break, she looked really athletic.
Yeah, she did.
She looked like she was the main, star for this team. And maybe that's kind of been something that's gone to the wayside just because she's been defended so heavily that they kind of planned for that.
Yeah, maybe Barundo's just had a good night, and this girl's the stud. I don't know. But
Yeah, 3 points for Castro so far. She made both of her free throws on that trip, so 26-20. 4 minutes, 55 seconds. Dugan over to Klusner. Klusner skips it across to Zumbrun. And Cave Girls keep passing it out around the three-point line. 4 minutes, 40 seconds as the Cave Girls reset. And the three-point shot from Bros is just off the front of the rim and knocked out of bounds by Burunda. And so it's going to be Cave Girls ball. But it's funny when the Cave Girls are on this end of the court on offense, and off the inbounds, Dugan from short range in the paint gets it to go. Abby Dugan with 15 points now. When the Cave Girls are on offense, it looks like Coach Inlow is ready to catch and shoot. He's like a whole step inbounds when they're on offense, and I feel like you can get called for that, right?
I think you get a warning like, hey, you need to stay off the court, and then the second time it's a tee or something. But yeah, I haven't seen it, so I guess I'll look out for it.
4 minutes, 13 seconds, and Cave Girls get it back after a Lovington attempt on the other side. Gets knocked away. Zumbrun over to Garcia. Garcia into Dugan. Dugan has to face off against Schaus, and she goes in to the rim and blocked with ease.
Yeah, there he is on the court.
And Schaus, they looked at her like, hey, good block, and she's just kind of like in the zone. Like she's not acknowledging it as like excited or anything. And to me, honestly, I know this is kind of, it's like such a subtle thing. To me, it tells me that she's like serious about basketball. She really wants to be good, and that's one block of 10 more that she wants. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, and she's just pissed right now because they're losing.
Yeah.
And that's the attitude I would feel like you're going to have. There's Barundo again making another basket, and Barundo just keeps piling on the points.
So Barunda is easily the best player tonight for Lovington. 28-22, Lovington working their way back as they were down by as much as 8 in the third quarter here, and now only down by, down by 6.
Yeah, that was a foul. So that's third on Bros.
So Bros with her third foul. Cave Girls with their fourth team foul here in the third quarter. So the next foul that the Cave Girls commit is going to be an automatic trip to the line to shoot two for Lovington. So they've got to be smart so they don't give away free points. And Barunda again is killing it, Ruben.
I think I would put somebody on her box and one all day long.
Yeah. So she has 13 of the 24 points for Lovington, and Lovington now brings it within 4. They were down by 8, now down by 4. Cave Girls were on a solid pace. They've been stifled here with the last, 2 minutes almost entirely. Bros takes it out to the three-point shot. She doesn't get it to go. It bounces out, but a long rebound from Zumbrun. She gets it over to Bros. And the Cave Girls just passing around the three-point line. Dugan cuts in, tries to pull away a defender, Garcia gets a three-point shot up. This one comes up short, and number 5, Aranda, knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Cavegirls' ball under their own basket.
I feel like that's the difference right now. We're not making our threes, and that's how they're coming back. You know what I mean? We've got to get a little more. Try to take another shot besides the three-point shot. Okay, here comes Brown back in with 3 fouls.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 22 seconds as Cavegirls have it. Try and pass it inside to Klusner, and it's knocked away, but it's called for a foul on Schaus, and that's going to be a good foul for Schaus, because that's the first team foul for Lovington this quarter, and that's only Schaus's first foul. She hasn't used any fouls because she doesn't need to.
That
She's
might
gotten
be
so
another
many
one right
clean
there.
blocks. That one's going to be a foul against Barunda.
Oh, okay.
So she pulled on the arm. So that's her first foul too. So the 2 stars for Lovington have probably no worries on their foul trouble, at least. 29-28 because of the first free throw by Jasmine Gonzalez here goes in. Second free throw does not. Schaus rebounds it and passes it out to Barunda. 29-24. Cavegirls get their first point in a while. That
Ooh,
one
that was
from
a lot.
Gonzalez. Lovington feeds it into Barunda. She tries to shovel it up between 2 defenders, and a good tie up there by Klusner, but they're calling it a foul there on Klusner.
It looked like a tie-up to me, but
Klusner looks like she's in some pain, or
yeah,
elbow
like
or
she
something.
hurt her shoulder or arm or something. That other girl's probably pretty strong.
She seems to be, because
Wiry.
she came out of there unscathed, and that was the team 6th foul of the quarter, 5th foul, I'm sorry, of the quarter. So Schaus is going to get to the line to shoot too. Are these our first couple of free throws? That's surprising.
Yeah,
You
it is.
usually see, you know, the
Dang.
tallest person on the court getting fouled more than this, and this is her first trip to the line.
We might be watching D1 right here.
We might be. She's pretty solid, and she's got a year left, unless she foregoes her eligibility and goes into the portal.
Like JUCO or something. Yeah.
A minute 51 on the clock, and Dugan's going to bring it down the other way. Schaus did not
Wasn't that about how
score the
tall,
second one.
Brittany Griner was like 6'6".
I don't know if that's. I thought it was taller than that, but
I think she's about 6'6", but she plays taller because she's
athletic.
yes.
So Brown had it down in the paint. She went to pivot and moved both feet, so she's called for a travel there, and Lovington going to have it going the other way. A minute 30 on the clock, and Lovington going to try and get some more points going, close up this gap a little bit more. A 4-point lead by the Cavegirls, and Lovington turns the ball over on the other end. It's going to be Carlsbad ball. Zumbrun passed it in to Dugan. And Ruben, I'd like to see more screen set from the Cavegirls. Just a screen. They're looking for threes. How do you get open threes? Well, you open it up on your own.
Yeah.
And that would be a decent look. I know that they're playing a zone, but that would just be a quick little space of separation. Gonzalez shoots a 3-point shot. That one no good, but she gets her own rebound. 50 seconds on the clock. Dugan trying to feed it into Brown. Doesn't see a good path for that, and bounces it back out. Klusner gets it. She passes it out to Dugan. Dugan tries to reset the offense, and she gets it over to Zumbrun to do so. Dugan again. Cavegirls knocking a lot of time off this clock. 30 seconds remain. Brown
Good pass.
with a nice short pass to Dugan as she gets it from the elbow and gets it to go. 2 more points added to Dugan's night.
That's 17.
17 points for Dugan, and Lovington answers right back on the other end with
who
Barunda,
else? With who
their
else?
stud. It's a battle between Dugan and Barunda
Yeah.
to see who's going to have the highest points on the night. 3 seconds. Cavegirls have to pay attention to the clock. They don't do it often, and there it. They don't
They call
get
it
a
foul? No.
They don't get a shot off, really. I mean, they kind of did. Oh, but
They did
Dugan
call
was
it foul.
fouled at the buzzer, so she's going to get to the line to shoot too. But one of the things that the Cape Girls can really use some improvement on is paying attention to the clock at the end.
Yeah,
They've
for
got to
sure.
have, I don't know if it's like, hey, coaches got to be screaming, hey, you got 5 seconds left, but it just feels like they are not aware that the clock's running down. But that's the end of the third quarter, 32-27 after 3 complete, and we're going to be right back here in just a minute. Garner's Motorsports and Genesis Endeavor sponsors this break.
On.
Here.
Okay, Bros gets it to Abby Dugan. Dugan looks around, got the call, top of the key, looking to look inside, gets it to Bros, back to Dugan. Dugan looks around to Macy Garcia, back to Bros, looking for an open player. Dugan drives, dishes to Garcia, Garcia to Bros, Bros to Gonzalez, Gonzalez to Brown, back to Dugan. Dugan tries to go in, gives it to Bros, back to Dugan. A lot of passing around the perimeter, Trey.
Yes, absolutely.
So Dugan's looking around, trying to slow things up, see if she can get an open drive. And there she goes, kicks it to Bros. Bros up to Gonzalez at the top of the key.
This might
Back
be
to
the
Dugan.
quietest I've ever heard a game. It was almost absolute silence
Dugan
at that point.
to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Bros. Going to take a three-point shot, and she's airballs it short. Rebound going to Aranda. And there goes number 12, Castro, going down the court.
Castro looks athletic.
Barundo misses the shot, which doesn't happen very often. Oh, and Gonzalez is fouled. Looks like Gonzalez is fouled by number 5. There's not very many fouls called on Lovington so far.
No, not at all. So that's her second foul right there. So, all right, we're going to have the Cave Girls coming back the other way. 6 minutes, 34 seconds. Dugan bringing it down. Lovington charges at her with a couple of defenders. She gets by him easily, passes it out to Bros, and she comes up short. An air ball from Bros. Lovington going the other way with it. 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Dugan steals it away. She's got room for the fast break. She's guarded, but
Nice.
gets it to go. A good finish by Abby Dugan, as she's just really calm and collected on a fast break
wonder
where a lot of people
I
wouldn't
wonder
be.
if Dugan just seems like, man, this court is so small. She's
Right.
used to playing on a soccer field. It's
Exactly.
like 3 times the size, maybe more, huh?
Exactly.
And she just goes up and down this court like, you know what, this is so easy.
So Barunda on the other end gets a layup in, and she gets another 2. She sees Dugan score. She's like, I got to score right back.
Uh-huh.
I got to put on for my team too. Dugan, I think, has 19 points. I'll have to add them up. Another shot from Dugan from the elbow, no good. And Lovington comes up with it. 5 minutes, 36 seconds.
Good
and
pass.
Lovington with a baseball pass. That's athletic.
Nice.
And finished by number 4, Carly Knapp. That was the most athletic play I think I've seen tonight.
Yeah,
That was a line drive. That was a gun.
and a great finish.
Quarterback, question mark. 5 minutes, 20 seconds. Dugan dribbles around. And Cave Girls just looking for something. A 3-point shot will do from Dugan, but no, it doesn't go. It bounces out. Lovington has it going the other way. A nice pull-up
Dang,
jumper
there she is, Castro.
from number 12, Malia Castro. And again, when I watch her play, I'm like, they've been doing something to stop her
Yeah.
because her ball handling skills are like
pretty-
what we're going to
pretty
see in the
elite.
next game.
Yeah.
Like we're
yeah.
going to see that with the boys' game. Here's Dugan from the free throw line. She misses, but she gets her own rebound. And that's one of the biggest and best qualities of Dugan, always hustling. Here's a three-point shot from Garcia. She misses. And Rebecca Brown fights for the rebound, but no, she doesn't get it to go. Another baseball pass down court, and Carly Knapp does it again.
That is insane.
What a pass. Who was that? Was that number 5, Aranda?
Yeah, number 5.
I mean, a gun on her, and if she hasn't been signed up voluntarily for the Powder Puff game in Lovington, I mean, they're doing something wrong. They need to recruit her.
She's definitely the center fielder for Lovington.
Yes, 34 points for Carlsbad. Well, Lovington just put on a show. 35 points for Lovington, a 1-point lead for the visiting team. And we're going to be right back after a commercial here. This break brought to you by Eddy County and Domino's Pizza. And they felt and looked comfortable with the 8-point lead. You can never do that, especially at the varsity level, and especially when the game's fairly close. I mean, an 8-point lead is never enough. Maybe you start to feel comfortable with a 15 to 20-point lead in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? So it's just the nature of basketball and the momentum. But Cavegirls have it.
Or even an 8-point lead if you got your subs in.
Right, right. For sure. 4 minutes, 15 seconds, and Carlsbad draws the foul on Barundo. I don't know about that foul there, Ruben. It felt like a real quick call by the referee, but it benefits the Cavegirls, and that's the second team foul for Lovington. Carlsbad with no team fouls here in the fourth quarter, so that's a clutch statistic here in the fourth at least, and they've got fouls to give if need be. And right off the inbounds, Jasmine Gonzalez, a catch and shoot from close range, and she gets it to go. Good play there for the Cavegirls and Gonzalez to get it finished off. Lovington gets it fed into Shao. She doesn't catch it, but they get Barundo to get an attempt, and she misses it. So 36 to 35 Cavegirls lead, and they've got to be smart with it here. Plenty of time on the clock for some momentum shifts either way. And we'll see what that looks like. Zumbrun steps up to the line and doesn't get it to go. The three-point shot from the top of the key is no good, and it bounces out of bounds. Lovington ball on the opposing side, but Cavegirls not messing with any kind of fast breaks here, and I think that's got to be attributed to the ball handling skills of Lovington, that they're just saying, you know what, if we put a full court press on, they can break right through. We just got to play half-court defense. Lovington has it. They get it in to Barundo. She scoop shot around Brown, and it doesn't go. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Dugan brings it down. Cavegirls want to extend their lead or at least shave some time off before getting a nice, good look. But Bros gets a three-point shot off. That one nowhere near. It's an air ball.
That's three air balls in a row.
So the Cavegirls having a big struggle there from the three-point line, no doubt.
Yeah, I think at this point you go Abby Dugan, hit some threes, or drive to the basket and dish. But right now our threes aren't looking so good.
2 minutes, 45 seconds. Lovington, good play there by Barundo, but it doesn't go. Schaus comes up with it, and Gonzalez ties it up. So a good play there by Gonzalez to get her hands on it and pull it down, but it's going to be Lovington ball under their own basket here. If you're Lovington, how do you not run a play to where it's an easy two for Schaus?
Yeah, right there, up high.
And there she does. She gets it to, oh, nope, doesn't go. Just misses the close range shot. Bros has it coming the other way. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Dugan has it. She skips it out to Zumbrun, and Zumbrun sets up a whole new play for the offense. Cavegirls are just going to pass this around. They've got to find a good shot or just get it to Abby Dugan. and she can create points by drawing fouls, getting close range shots, or driving to the basket. She's incredible at it. She's had the most points tonight for a reason.
I feel like kicking it into Brown and then her kicking it back out to Dugan, like right there.
Yep,
That's
a good
where she
play.
has that good little
You
mid
called
shot.
it. I think you. Do you have a remote control? 1 minute 50
Yeah.
seconds,
They've
and
got
Dugan
earpieces. They got earpieces.
passes it off to Bros, and Carlsbad just wasting and milking clock here, but the pass over the top to Brown just slips from her fingers and goes out of bounds. So
They're gonna take a
Lovington's going to take a timeout here, and it's going to be a break here. Cave Girls up 36-35. Don't go anywhere and miss this last minute 44 of this incredible game. R360 and SB Energy sponsor this break.
Off.
Off. Got some go-go's.
20 seconds.
Really good game.
Check out Donnie's variety with the go-go's.
10,
Is that what the band's called?
Uh-huh. Girl band
5,
from the 80s.
4,
That's cool.
3.
All right, guys, we're getting set for the final moments of this nail biter. 36-35. The Cave Girls up by just 1 point as the boys stand off on the corner of the court waiting for their chance to get on there for warm-ups. But this is going to come down to a pretty good finish, I believe, Ruben. I mean,
Yeah.
if I were to place money, the finish of this game is going to be within 3 points.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely a nail biter. They might even just try to pass it around and try to take the last shot or something close.
They might. Lovington's been pretty aggressive on offense. We haven't seen it as much. And
Oh, nice
good
dump
play there
off.
by
Oh.
Schaus. She just dumps it off to Barunda, and she knows, hey, Barunda's gonna. We put the ball in her hands. It's in good hands. A minute 20 seconds on the clock, and the Cave Girls down by 1. Gonzalez gets it over to Bros. Bros back to Gonzalez. The 3-point she looked, doesn't do it. Gives it to Dugan. Dugan is
Not a walk.
fouled
Okay.
by Barunda.
I don't know about a foul.
That one just maybe a graze, if nothing else, but
I thought
they're
she got
going
the
to
ball.
benefit the Cave Girls there. Only the third team foul for Lovington. So both teams have fouls to give before the automatic shooting foul. And Gonzalez gets it on the inbound, passes it to Bros. Bros over to Dugan. Dugan looking for the right move. Zumbrin skips it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez into Brown. She's blocked by Schaus. And Lovington comes up with it. Dugan with the foul. I say that with a question because Dugan got a clean steal, but they called it a foul. And this could be detrimental to the finish of this game. A definite controversial call here at
Let's
the
see
end.
how the press goes, because the press is the difference for sure. And Bruno
Yes.
looks like she'll break it pretty easily.
So Barunda goes
Oh.
into a trap,
Oh.
passes it away, kind of got flustered on that one, and the Cave Girls have an opportunity with 45 seconds.
Yeah, the coach for Lovington's not too happy, but she got trapped and then she just threw it away.
Yes. So Zumbrin over to Dugan and back to Zumbrin. So Lovington going to stick to their 2-3 zone.
Oh, nice
Brown
pass.
gets it,
Oh, that's
dumps it into Gonzalez. The shot doesn't go. Cave Girls still down by 1. 30 seconds.
They got
Barunda
pressure.
brings it down.
Foul.
She tries to pass it off. She's fouled. Good play by Barunda. She's just trying to get it across, but draws the foul.
So it's an inbounds because it's only their second foul.
So Cave Girls have fouls to give before there are any free throws to be had. Unless, of course, it's a shooting foul. That's an automatic trip to the free throw line. So that's a timeout there, a 30-second. We'll be right back after a few words from our sponsors.
Solid game.
Off.
She's got
Yes,
her.
30 seconds. Here in just a moment. This break brought to you by Forest Tire, Frank Balderrama, and First American Bank.